Welcome back to Mongolia. It's pretty cold out here at 4 AM in the morning. The boys are just breaking camp and taking down the yurt. They've sent me out to get them some milk ready for their morning tea. The tournament is over. The East Asian Football Federation Championships have closed. We've played our last game. We thought maybe we'd give you a little update as to how our last game went. And then we've all got to start hunting for Johnny Brostrom's passport because, well, he's left it lying around somewhere. Right now, where am I going to get this pint of milk from? Looks friendly enough. Not sure I got a full pint out of it, but I've milked worse things. So, let's bring you up to date. We've played our last fixture. It was against Mongolia. 6,600 people there in attendance cheering on the home team, but not today. We managed to defeat them. Probably the toughest game of the tournament, but we hung in it. We were dogged. We determined. Brace yourselves. We defended. And in the second half, we managed to hit them on the counter a couple of times. So, stand up and take a bow. Fernando Lee. What a strike this was. 68th minute of the game. Well, Mongolia couldn't get it clear. Laid off from little Mazga, who we'll show you in a second. And look at that for a strike. Arrows it into the bottom of the corner. What an Adonis. Maybe our best player at the tournament. And then the 90th minute, Greg Mazga. Now, you may not know Greg Mazga. He came into the squad last minute. He's a regen who only joined the game 2 months ago. He got called up to the squad a la Michael Owen in France 98. And look at how quick this young man is. And he can finish a little bit as well. So we brought him in for the final game because the other boys were looking pretty tired. He laid off the pass for Fernando Lee's goal. And then look at what he was able to do after some very generous defending from Mongolia. He was able to tuck it past the goalie who had more holes in him than a pincushion, and we managed to win it 2-0. So the final standings were, well, a case of what could have been. We finished second in the table, but hey, second is just the first loser in the East Asian Federation qualifier. So Guam are the team that progressed to the next round. Nobody saw Guam coming, but with 5 points, hey, and undefeated at the tournament, they progressed to the next round. The big hitters, the Mongolians, finishing bottom of the table. But look, only 2 points between the top and the bottom teams. Let's try and take some positives out of this, shall we? We scored in every game. Hey, that's good because we were looking pretty toothless in our warm-up friendlies. We kept a clean sheet in the last game. A rarity for the Northern Marianas. We also only conceded 3 goals. They were all 3 of them headed goals. I think they were all from set pieces as well. So gives us something to work on, if nothing else. But we now mothball the team for another 2 years. We've got friendly games for another 2 seasons until we get another crack at it. Just before we finish the update episode, we'll probably all have been pretty desperate to know how our favourite Northern Mariana team got on in their respective division this season. Well, worry not, my friends. Here we go. It's no surprise, I don't think, to see the Mariana Pacific United Football Club come out top of the table. So a championship win for them. Of course, they had Joe Wang Miller leading the line for them. Top average rating in that division this season. And a player who didn't quite make it to the final selection because his pace wasn't quite up there for our selection policy, but he finished top scorer in the league. Who knows, we might see a return from JJ in 2 years' time. Poor old Teen IUU, they're the team that are relegated down to Division 2. There's not good news when it comes to Division 2. The top division's only got 7 teams in it. One of them is Okadea, who are Japanese, so we can call up none of their players. And to make things worse, the team that won the second division are The Korean Football Association on Saipan, all of their squad is South Korean. We can't call their players up either, so there's going to be 2 teams in the top 7 of the first division who we can't pick players from. Bit of a blow, but hey, we're already feeding off scraps anyway, so at this stage, what difference will it make? Good to see that the women's national team managed to stay up, so those girls go from strength to strength, and then Division 3, which, you know, this is what we've all tuned in for, isn't it? How did those Thundercats get on? Not well. Second bottom for the Cats. The Young Guns went so close, but it was Independent that won the title. Into Godfathers having a poor season as well. No close shaves for Remington this year, though. Nice little mid-table finish. And hey, they all go again for next season. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in for the first 3 episodes of Island Dreams, the Northern Mariana debacle, as we've nicknamed it. And we'll see you next weekend for another crack at a 4th game.